Hey guys, so here bringing you another video. Now welcome back to League Discussion, the series that we take a topic, rip it apart with my own opinions and experiences, and encourage you guys to join in the conversation in the comments down below. Now today is a little bit late as for a second video, just to kind of say why. I've been busy. I actually did my driving theory test today and I nearly got perfect. It was actually a shame that I didn't, but I passed that. For those that don't know, I have owned a car for nearly a year. And I haven't passed my driving test because I'm very lazy and just didn't really need to pass it. But now I've decided, yeah, I'm going to pass my driving test. So I was doing that today, all done, all passed. I've got my practical probably in a few weeks. And then hopefully I'll be a normal driver on the road. And I know a lot of people say, God, you're 22 and you haven't passed your driving yet. It's because I like work from home and I don't really go anywhere much. And if the places I go are all local, so I didn't really need to pass. But anyway, let's get that out of the way. Today, we're talking about the recent update, or a developer log, if you will, that Riot did. Now, unfortunately, there's no article that goes with the video they produced. If there was, obviously, I'd have the article next to me and we could break it down. So I'm just going to basically have to go from some notes and memory of what the video was saying over just some of the stuff. And this is mainly not, this isn't going to be an information piece, because if you want information, just go watch their video. The guy, he's a developer, he's the one developing it, he's going to explain it way better than I am. So I'll have that linked in the description of this video. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch that and then come back. What I'm going to be doing is giving my 2 cents about it. What do I think? How is it going to affect the game? That type of thing. So the first thing we're going to go on about is the runes. So, what are the major things that's happening with the runes? Biggest one that I just want to get out straight away is runes are going to be free. Yes, you heard it here. Probably not first, but yeah, runes are going to be free, which people have been asking for years, and it's one of the biggest things that people say, oh, Dota has that on League, or Heroes of the Storm has it on League, is you only need to buy champions. You know, these runes that cost a lot of money, they don't exist, which is true. You know, it is true. Now, the thing what they're doing is they're not just making them free, they're actually rehauling the complete rune system. So from what we can tell, and again, we have got limited information, that there were a couple of screenshots going on, is that there is going to be what's called a keystone rune. Like your keystone mastery, this thing aims to be a little bit more powerful and gives you as a player a choice of what type of playstyle you want to do. So this keystone rune, in the example that they showed, or 2 examples they showed, one was when you attack over a certain amount of time, it increases your attack speed like crazy. Like 60% attack speed buff. It was nuts. And I was just like, okay. And then the other one was, it was like a support one, and it was like you get a pet that flies around you that either can heal your allies or attack people. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure about this, and again, I know why a lot of people are going to maybe agree with me, some people disagree, but I think this is gimmicky, and sadly, over the last couple of years, Riot has been introducing more gimmicky things in the game. Examples, plants, they're kind of gimmicky. The new Rift Herald, that's gimmicky. To me, this is stuff that League of Legends did not build from. You know, League of Legends very much built from the pure mechanics of the game, and that's basically it. And these things are kind of implementing stuff that is, I don't know, kind of built for you. Like, I don't know. To me, I'm not a big fan. We'll see how it plays out. Like, people say, what do I still think of plants? I still dislike plants. What do I think of the Rift Herald? I still dislike the Rift Herald. A lot of people say, oh, you'll have those feelings, but they'll fade. Plants have been here for, what, a year now or something? I still hate them. I still think they don't belong in League. And the same goes with the Rift Herald. That thing, stupid. So I'm a little bit on the fence about these keystone runes. Like, I'm fine with like keystone masteries, because like they give you a defined playstyle. Like, okay, you take Thunderlords, okay, you're bursting people, you're playing taking Deathfire, you're kind of poking people over time. With these keystone runes, is like, are they really needed? Are they actually needed with the mastery? Like, why are we having 2 keystone things? So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Furthermore, in the screenshots that we had of the runes, there isn't going to be like the crazy amount that we currently have now, that we've got 9 reds, 9 yellows, 9 blues, 3 quints. It looked like in total there'll be about 7 runes. That's it. 7 or so runes for one rune page. And by the way, you'll be able to change them while you're in champion selects moving forward. Again, these changes, if you're wondering when they're kind of potentially happening, end of season. Pre-season, season 8 is when this is going to happen. But it's interesting. I'm happy. Okay, so my positives, I'm happy that they're going to be free. Just for me, you know, in my Smurf series, I never have perfect runes in these series because I don't have the IP, so that won't be an issue anymore. Newer players, you guys can focus on actually having more champions and not having the dilemma of going, I want more champions, but the runes are important. The third point is there are some players in League that unfortunately don't think runes are very important. Obviously, these people are generally the lower rated people, but at least now they'll actually have runes for free, so they will use runes. So that's a good thing. So I like that. Two, I do like in some ways that we are simplifying them potentially a bit more, because runes are a little bit annoying to deal with. Constantly changing, especially when it comes to not being able to change them in champion select. I don't know how many times someone like me that is a champion pool person, I'm going to play this new champion, I'm going to play Zac, oh, I'm against this type of jungler. Damn, I don't have that rune page against an AD jungler, I only have it against an AP jungler. But now it doesn't matter because we can just adjust our runes and masteries during champion select. So we can adjust every single game depending what we're against. So I do like that. The only thing I'm on the fence about is the Keystone Mastery. I think it could be gimmicky, especially like when I saw that pet thing, I was just like, oh god. Like that to me is just like so... okay, here's the thing. The word that springs to mind, whether it's correct or not, and again, this is a League discussion. You guys can pitch in. This is just my opinion. This isn't a fact, so you can feel free to disagree. I saw it to be kiddie. I don't know if there's a better definition or a description word that I can use, but I saw that and I was like, that's really kiddie. Like, I'd expect to see that in like an 8-year-old video game, you know, on the Nintendo Wii or something. Not in League of Legends. But that was just me. That was my initial thoughts on runes. Overall, I'm happy with it. And just to kind of say a couple more things about it. Some people go, I've played League for years. Huzz, I'm like you. I own every single rune that I need. I've got over 100,000 IP. I own everything. What's going to happen to me? Well, we're actually going to be compensated. So everybody that has bought runes in some capacity is going to be compensated when runes become free. They have not said what we're going to get. I'm hoping that we get loot boxes, because if they go, hey, we'll give you IP towards champions so you can buy champions, what am I going to do with IP? I've got 110,000 IP on my main account. I own every single champion. I own every single rune that I need. Yeah, like, you know, I don't need IP. I need ways to spend IP more. So I'm hoping that they'll go, okay, you bought, I don't know, 50,000 IP worth of runes, have 5 loot boxes or 50 loot boxes. So it's like something, that's what I'm hoping, is that they compensate us that way. But everybody will want different things. There'll be some people that want influence points so they can buy more champions, and there'll be people like me that want loot stuff because we don't need champions, we just want more skins. So it's going to be interesting how they're actually going to do it. But there's that. Then moving on, so that's the first half of the update. The second half of the update is the Honor update. Now, a lot of people were more wanting me to talk about this than the runes, because a lot of people know that even though, you know, I try to promote good play, to me the League system is, or League as a whole, is irreparable a lot of the time. Like, there's not a lot we can do. If Riot were to, let's say, punish every single person that's toxic in the game, the player base would go down significantly, and they're never going to do that. So what they're going with, instead of doing the whole, like, we're just going to ban everybody, they're going to just try and change people. The way they're going to try and change people is incentivize actually being honorable. Because people have said to me, oh, Huzz, you don't really honor people in the honor system in an unranked diamond. No, because it's useless. It doesn't give people anything. It's nothing. The banners, the little ribbons that you can get, they're really hard to get. Like, you'll never really get one anymore. You could get them when the system first came out, but they're hard to achieve now. And so I think going with an updated honor system is really good. So how it works, and a lot of people said, cough, Overwatch ripoff, cough. And yes, it kind of is. At the end of every single game, there will now be a screen displayed with all your 4 teammates. So you won't be there, but your 4 teammates that were playing with you will be there. And they're on each champion, there will be 3 different types of honors that you can give that player. And that can range from being calm and not tilting and just being like an overall nice person, so you can give that honor. There is the person that is amazing at shot calling that, you know, said, hey guys, let's do Baron, and they make that call and you win the game. or there's the overall, like this was just a nice person to play with in every single, you know, capacity, good, overall good guy. You don't have to honor anybody, but it's more apparent. It's literally a screen that pops up before you get to the end of the game. So it's incentivizing people or letting people more know that, hey, you can honor people. Boom, it's in your face. And these honors, whenever you get one, people will be notified, and you will be notified what you got at the end of the game, which I think is good, because if you don't know if you were honored or not, how are you going to know if your behavior was good? But you get honored, and then eventually the more honors you get gives you, basically the way you got to think about it is a personal mastery level. Like it's a mastery level for being honorable, and there are different levels. So level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. There could be more, but each of them kind of give you more distinction, that eventually it'll be on your loading screen border, it'll be on your profile. And one of the things he said, and if I'm not mistaken, he said, the developer, key fragments. So, you know, when you put 3 key fragments together, you make a key for looting. I believe he said they are going to be only available through this honor system now, or to honorable players. So if you're a toxic person that never gets honored, you'll never get key fragments. And I know a lot of people like key fragments. They like free stuff. So that's interesting to me, is that they are rewarding honorable people and just not giving... They're not punishing, really, toxic people. They're just not giving them anything, which some people think it will be a form of punishment. A form of punishment would be banning them, but they're just neutral. So they're not gaining anything, they're not losing anything, but you're only gaining if you're a positive force in the League of Legends community. So I think that's very clever, because what that can do is when somebody gets banned, it either goes 2 ways, and it really only does go 2 ways. One, they get better. They realize, oh god, I got banned. I didn't think I was that bad. Okay, I'm going to change my ways. I'm going to be better. And that happens for most people. They get banned and they improve. What happens to some people is they kind of have the attitude of, screw you, Riot, I'm not toxic. See the thing about that? And they get worse. They'll have another perma-banned account. They'll have another perma-banned account. And it'll just be a vicious cycle until they probably get bored of getting perma-banned and probably quit the game. That's kind of the only 2 things that happen, is they get worse or they get better. They don't kind of stay the same. So what Riot is thinking is, okay, we will ban the occasional person, but what we're hoping is the borderline toxic people will look at these rewards and go, I'm not getting these rewards. Why am I not getting them? Or maybe because I am slightly a negative person, I'm going to try and change that. Now, some people will say, oh yeah, people are just going to fake it in-game. They're a toxic person, but they're going to fake it. Great. That's awesome. I'd love people to do that now. There's a saying, fake it until you make it, right? Like, just do that. You get rewarded. You're a better environment person for the league. Sure, you could be toxic, but just don't let people know. There's never been a reason to express toxicness in the game of League. That's what I say in my commentaries. I might express my frustration, call people bad, which some people think that's toxic. I'm never going to type that. You know, there's no point. I can verbalize it because they don't know what I'm saying, and that's what I'd say most people should do, is you can think it, just don't press that enter button, which is the healthy way to do, and that's what Riot is wanting. They want a healthier environment. So that's awesome. And then the last point, and this is to end the conversation, I don't think I've missed much. If I have, feel free to discuss it yourselves, is voice chat. So he did quickly touch upon it, and they are saying they are opening the idea to voice chat in League of Legends, and they're looking to collect feedback and talking about it and stuff like that. And he also admitted that, he goes, it's a massive polarizing topic, that some people will love the idea and want it really badly, and the opposite is some people hate the idea. There's not really a middle ground, you know, it's like politics. Where am I? People may ask. I'm on the I would hate it. I don't want it in the game, because I don't play League to get to know people. I don't play League to talk to people. I play solo queue. I am a solo player. I am specifically going into solo queue as a solo player, as an individual. That's why I hated dynamic queue so much. So I will never use it, even if it's an option, and it's always probably going to be opt-in, that you opt into it. You're not automatically in it. So I will never opt in if they ever bring it to the surface. But I saw a very good suggestion that somebody made in the YouTube comments of the video that I 100% agree with. And I think it could also drive people being more honorable. Is have voice chat unlock when you reach a certain honor level. So make it so if someone has this unlocked already, you can hear them, but you can't talk back if you're not a certain honor level. I think that would be really good, because then the only people that are talking are the people that have, you know, good attitudes in theory. So maybe a higher, like say there's 5 honor levels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe at honor level 4, maybe on a level 5, you unlock voice chat. You have the ability to talk in game. Again, you have to opt into it. You can choose to do it, but you'll have the ability. And obviously you should always have the ability just to turn it off, to never be able to hear people. Like I will never really want to hear people myself, so I'll never have it on. But I think that would be the healthiest way to do voice chat if they decide to do it, is have it unlocked through the master, through the honor system. Because then in theory, the only people that are talking are the good attitude people, which I think is good. And that also promotes people to being better at attitude as well, because there'll be somebody at like honor level 2 that's like, oh, I really want to talk to people. They're talking to me. I can't talk to them. I'm going to be a better person in the League community. I'm going to act even nicer to get honor, to get voice chat unlocked. I think that's good. I think that's healthy. But anyway, that's going to be the extra video for today. Again, we did a late upload because obviously everything today has just been kind of late. But that's going to be it. Let me know what you think down below. And I will say, moving forward with these league discussions, normally these league discussions are always going to be attached to a QT moving forward. But I'm not doing one today because we do have a QT already on the go about Climb to Master. Again, go on QT, find it if you want to take part in that. But that's going to be it. Let me know all your stuff down below. Like it, subscribe. See you guys next time. See ya.